I'm Jennifer with the Somerset County Family Community Health Science Department, and I'm happy to be here in 2021 with our first Tuesday Live. Today we're going to be making white bean chicken chili. There are a ton of recipes out there for chili, and I love this version because, you know, we're thinking of the new year and we want to come up with some new recipes that our family are going to love and that are healthy. Hi, Chris. Okay, so I already have one large onion that I've chopped and I've been sauteing for about 5 minutes in about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. I have 4 cloves of garlic. How nice are these big chunks? I'm going to just mince them and throw them in. So right off the bat, we have onions, we have garlic that are great for our immune system and full of flavor. Okay, we got 4 of them. This is my 3rd one. And my last one. They are big. It's great to see garlic this big. Okay. Let that blend. Okay, I'm going to grab my chicken. Now I have 2 pounds of ground chicken, so each pack is 1 pound each. I'm just going to dump that in. Okay, and just gently mix that in. Okay, now we're going to add some spices. Okay, so we have 1 teaspoon of salt that we're going to add. We have 1 tablespoon of cumin. And if you like, if you like a lot of spice, then you could always add more. That's what I love about chili. You can definitely alter the spices. 1 tablespoon of dried oregano. 1 teaspoon of chili powder. And 1 tablespoon of fennel seed. And I have just probably shy left in here of that. So I'm just going to use all my fennel seed that I have left. When I went to the supermarket, they didn't have any. So I'm glad I still had some. I like the fennel seed because that gives you like the flavor of sausage. All right, so we're going to give this a blend. Okay, and we're just going to let this cook down for about 8 minutes. Okay, we're going to stir that occasionally. While that's cooking down, we are going to add some green to our chili. And now I have a bunch of Swiss chard. Swiss chard is going to be great because it's a heavy, sturdy leaf. So it's going to hold up in our chili. And we're just going to cut the stem out. And I'm just going to like break these up and just like roughly chop them. We're going to put them in a little bit. So I just pulled out the stem. And I'm just like roughly chopping them. Just like into shreds like that. So this bunch had about 5 of them. They have the different colors, right? The rainbow chard. They did have red, so you could use whatever color you want. You want to add some color to your chili. You can even add corn. This recipe does call for a cup of thawed frozen corn. I don't have any corn, so I'm not going to use that, but it's a great way to add some color and some texture to the chili. And it's also great if you were growing your own corn in the summer or had an abundance of the fresh corn, then you can just take off the kernels and freeze them for times like this, where you want those fresh veggies. You just pull them out of your freezer in the wintertime. Now, I always tell my family, oh, this is a comfort food. This is a comfort dish. And they laugh at me. But this chili recipe really is a comfort food. I know here in New Jersey, we've been having some really cold days. So something like a chili is comforting. Okay, and I have my last one here. Oh, this is just such nice Swiss chard. Okay, so that's all cut up and ready to go in a few minutes. I'm also going to prepare my beans, and I have 2 cans of cannelli beans, white beans, which I'm going to drain and rinse. You really want to make sure you rinse them good. Get all that excess sodium out. I just have it right in the colander. I'm just rinsing it out. Okay, let that drain out. All right, let's check our chicken. Dish, because really you'll see that we're prepping it. It's going to take less than 15 minutes to prep it all together, and then we're going to let it simmer for about an hour. So this is going to be our dinner tonight, so it's going to be great that it's going to be all ready. So the chicken is starting to get browned. Needs a few more minutes. We have it in, if you're just joining us, we have it in with our spices, our chili powder, our oregano, our fennel seed, and our cumin and salt. And then I have also ready to go a box of chicken broth. We're going to need 4 cups of chicken broth or chicken stock. Again, your preference. So while the chicken is coming down, why I like this recipe so much is because it's using chicken. Chicken is a great lean protein. It's a great option other than beef. And a lot of people use ground turkey as another option. So I like using chicken because it's so versatile. So it's a lean protein and it's very versatile. Back, I think it was a Tuesday in March when we first started doing our lives with you, I made a chicken meatball with a pesto. That was one of my favorite dishes. That was a very popular recipe. So you can go back in our videos. It was back in March. It was chicken meatballs with pesto. Okay, this is really coming together nice. Okay, so that's it. That is how simple making chili is. When the chicken is all cooked, we're going to add the beans, we're going to add the Swiss chard. Like I said, we're going to then cover it, simmer it for about an hour. Then once it's all reduced, because we have the box of chicken broth, once it's thick and maybe about like half the liquid is reduced, it takes about an hour. Then you could add 1/4 of a teaspoon of crushed red pepper. Let that cook for about 10 minutes, and then your chili's done. I like to serve it in bowls with some Parmesan cheese on the side, and you could add fresh parsley if you have, just for garnish, and it makes a beautiful, healthy, simple meal that your family will love. Again, you want to increase your vegetables. You can add a side salad with it, or add some whole grain crusty bread to dip up all the liquid goodness. So I will post a picture when this is all come together, because the chicken is not quite there yet. So I don't want to add the beans and the Swiss chard yet. You'll know when you get like a little bit of brown on the bottom. That's all packed with flavor. So that will all come up once you add the chicken broth. So I'm going to give that a few more minutes. Then I'll be adding my beans, my Swiss chard, and my broth. And like I said, I'll be letting that simmer for about an hour. And I will show you the finished product. In the comment below, I will share the link where I got this recipe from. This has been a recipe that my husband and I have loved for a few years now. So I hope you enjoy it too. Think of us on a comfy night, and join us next Tuesday live again. Have a great day.